Hello everyone, my name's Ashley. I am going to be exploring the ruins of Hyrule after the Great Calamity. If you saw my previous video, welcome back. If you're just now seeing this, welcome. We have gone through and explored everything on the Great Plateau. Now, we're going to head over to the Dueling Peaks area, find its Sheikah Tower, and then go through and explore whatever ruins we can there. I'm going to find the Sheikah Tower first, so then that way we can kind of see where different ruins and exploration possibilities are at. And then if there's a little bit of time, we'll go through and do some more exploration. It had been recommended to me to maybe make my videos a little shorter, like maybe an hour, hour and a half tops at a time, which seems reasonable to me, so that's what we're going to be working on today, is working on about an hour or so, and doing what we can for exploration of the ruins. And as you can already see, like just at the edge of the plateau, you can see that there are some ruins right there that we can go look into. And what's nice is that the game will usually, if the ruins are important enough, will tell you, hey, you've come into this area. So this looks like it used to be Outpost ruins. So this was just like probably somewhere where the pilgrims coming in from the east would stop and rest before going on to the Great Plateau and doing whatever pilgrim tasks they had set aside for themselves. You can see there were some supplies here. And of course the Guardians attacked here, which there were probably plenty of pilgrims here whenever the Calamity first struck. So they would have probably immediately fled whenever the Guardians attacked. And this looks like it might have been what's this book always here? First page. Ah, this is extra content stuff. And there we have more side quests because of the downloadable content that I have, which we may very well, as we're going through and doing the ruin exploration, find these different things someone buried. Chest. Let's see what's in here. So yeah, the Outpost ruins here we're probably just mostly probably like a hotel or some sort of tavern where people could stop, rest for a little bit before they went on to doing the plateau. You can see that right there leads directly up to the plateau. It's distinctly possible that if we go up to the plateau, we might find an area that might have at one point been an entrance. So we'll check that out real quick, see if we can find something that might have been like a secondary, tertiary entrance. Oh look, it's a muffin. Look like we're finding anything that could have been another entrance, but if there was one, there might have been one right here, because you can see that there's a lot of what looks like maybe relief that's missing, or for whatever reason they couldn't put it there, but it doesn't look like there would have been much issue putting it against that wall, because it doesn't look like particularly jagged or difficult to put things over. So there might have been an entryway here that completely collapsed into this rubble right here. And then if you wanted to, you of course have a choice to go towards the main entrance. That would be eagle or lofty statues above it. And there's the goblin. Yeah, I explained on the last video that I'm not great whenever it comes to fighting. There are plenty of other people who are actually, you know, good at fighting. I unfortunately am not one of really great at this monster hunting part. That's okay. Let's see, what weapons do I have that I could drop to pick up that bat? We can get rid of this traveler's spear. Drop. And I'll pick up the bat. Alright. But yeah, the outpost probably helped to also get supplies up to the plateau, because that would be where supplies were most likely taken from the east. So then they could go over them, look to see what all's in them, and you'd see there's like a wagon probably would have been used to transport goods back and forth. This looks like it might have been like again somewhere where someone could stop, rest, and eat for a little bit. there's a bed here. Just like a little hotel type area. This was probably one of the more, probably someone's personal residence that, you know, helped take care of the tavern and the trail grunts and travelers as they came in. Stairs here that go up. All both here. See, the ruins of this place actually go on very large area where these ruins are actually all take up. Goblins are easy to kill. You just have to take off their head and then kill them. Might actually be an attack. Or both goblins. I think this might be a place where we can bomb. Let's find out. It looks like it's placed bomb. Yep, that's a nice simple goblin. Pick up and you notice a lot of these buildings have like 2 entryways. Probably intentional. Because a lot of hotels, a lot of restaurants have 2 entrances and exits usually. So probably, one side was meant to be an entrance for the travelers, and the other side was meant to be an exit. My first monies. Which again, this might have been like a hotel, which is why, you know, there's a treasure chest in here with some money in it. Keys. Go back to the road. And again, this is still like the Outpost room. This is still part of the area where pilgrims and travelers stop to rest up. Flying away for the day. But yeah, you see a lot of weapons kind of strewn about because there were probably quite a few people here, quite a few soldiers here that, you know, tried to defend as many people as they could as they were trying to flee the calamity. Both gonna try and attack you. Keep going. We look around this and not they're not going to ignore it. people to stop by. There are probably also a lot of storehouses around here because, again, it's an outpost. Outposts are usually places where people stop in the middle of travels to gather supplies or to trade. So this is probably a very, very big, busy area. There were probably also quite a few soldiers here, just because if it is an outpost, you'd want to defend, you know, where your trade is coming from. You can see there were like two beds next to each other. Again, probably more likely this building, this area used to be like a big hotel, or even like a whole grouping of hotels where people could just stop and rest and trade back and forth with each other. Individual like rooms that you could rent out just to like sleep or to get a meal before you went back onto your journeys. Because some of the ruins you'll notice, you know, they do have beds in them, others just have tables on them. Has a monk or a room. And there's a Sheikah shrine over there, but we won't worry about that just yet. But yeah, this outpost was huge and probably had a lot of people in it whenever the calamity struck. Of course, you know, there were lots of different places that people probably could have ran to in every direction, so it probably didn't have a whole lot of casualties, but it definitely had some casualties, and that's the Korok seed place. So we're going to go ahead and mark that on our map, put a stamp, and we'll put a little leaf there. We'll also get closer to the shrine, put a little stamp there. Which you'll find as we go through the ruins and explore them more, that there are a lot of shrines around the ruins, which, you know, gives credence to the whole idea that, you know, even though they couldn't get into the shrines, even though they couldn't do a lot with them, the Hylians understood that these were going to be important at some point. So, you know, whenever things are important to you, you usually build your civilizations around them, just so then that way you can go through and keep a better eye on them, make sure that they're well taken care of, well maintained. Put a marker there. And that way I can pull up my map and just go to that and change the pin. So that is also another Korok seed place. It looks like there's one there too, but we'll just leave the one spot because we'll see both spots. And there's a bomb meadow way up there. But yeah, as you can see, the outpost, this is East Post ruins. So this is probably still part of the Outpost ruins, but it's the east part of town. It's kind of like, you know, you have the west side of the city, you have the east side of the city. Where my husband grew up, Terre Haute, there's a West Terre Haute, and it's literally just part of the city, but it's across the river that Terre Haute was built on. So that's why it's called West, because it's on the west side of the river. And that's probably exactly what this is that it's the exact same Outpost ruins, but because of where it's located, they called it, you know, East Post, instead of, you know, continuing with the Outpost ruins. Even though they very easily could have. Move that. Which these doors don't look like they were the doors to those doors. It's distinctly possible that whenever the Guardians were running around and destroying everything, that those might have been flung from another building. Because these doors are really big and they're metal. I mean, it's possible that they were a part of those doorways. But they just seem a little too too big for these doorways, if you ask me. Or they were really, really doing like overkill with these doors to, you know, provide protection. Which, again, if you are like an inn or some sort of bank or trading post, you may want big, heavy doors. So then that way, if there is an emergency, you can close yourself in and hopefully things will go away. And here was once a fountain. It looks like, again, parts of buildings were kind of flung in this direction. Or this used to be part of a much, much taller building, and the Guardians just kind of tore it down piece by piece. Or it used to be a part of this building over here, which looks like it might have been an outpost, like where you would stand guard, and there might have been a ladder to where you could climb up to the very top and get a better view. But because of the calamity, it got destroyed, fell over, and the ladder just disintegrated with it as well. And it looks like the Sheikah Tower that we want is right over there. And you can see there are two bridges here, which again goes to show you like how important the outpost was. That bridge actually looks better made than that bridge over there. That bridge looks like it's mostly wood and cobble together, but it looks like there might have been foundation there for like an actual proper bridge, like the one over here, but it got destroyed. So over time, people kind of just did what they could to build a secondary bridge, because, well, there is a bokoblin camp right there, so really easy for the monsters to see, oh look, someone's coming over the bridge. Let's go get them. There's more mushrooms. It's always good to get supplies. Proxima. Proxima. And there is a person up here. Yeah, this bridge looks like it might have been very well taken care of because it has fires that are going. There's this gentleman here who looks like he has a sword proper. Nope, he has a spear.
Oh? Oh. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Have gone through and put up like little shelters to help keep you out of the rain, because there probably used to be a lot more like buildings and way stations where you could set and rest, like proper way stations like the stables are. But they're much rarer now. And that building over there, it's kind of hard to make out, but there definitely was a building of some sort over there. And being close to the river, it might have just been like a fishing shack. And the Opera Rock is pretty interesting. Another Bocalvan camp. It's also really interesting because you'll find sometimes as you're exploring what looks like giant trees that have been overturned, like this right here, which kind of makes you wonder and think about, you know, the great Dooku tree, like were there others of him? Has he like kind of moved around during his existence in Hyrule lore? Have there been more and more of him where, you know, one withers and dies and the Korok move where he's located at? Because he's a big tree, and I would imagine it takes up a lot of resources to keep him going, as it were. I think this is actually the way to Faron. Yeah, I think that leads down to Faron. That's okay. We'll figure out another way to get over to that tower. We know where it's at. We just need to get over to it. And this is usually something of a sign for there are Korok nearby. Usually, not always, but usually. And anywhere you see those giant, like, skull rock formations, there's usually Bocalvan camps in those, if not near them. And you see a little signpost telling you probably, you know, how to get to Kakariko Village and all the other places, because Hyrule's big. Dueling Peaks Stable. Probably Bocalvan camp because it has a lot of bones and things to suggest that, you know, the Bocalvans have set up market there. And the bridge using one of our Sheikah powers. We could have gone around and, you know, back to get this. I think it's far more fun. Because again, what's great about those games is that there's just so many different ways that different problems that you encounter. And it's just lots and lots of fun. Platforms for tower. And then I can just climb up the tower. And then you can see there are 2 more platforms, so then if you get tired on the way up, you can stop there and get your stamina back. Jump a little bit before you start climbing to help you get a little bit higher up. Nope, I'm gonna fall for that. Didn't let my stamina refill enough. Almost to the top. And then we'll get an idea of what other ruins we can explore here once we open up this tower. Have a waypoint. And there she is. And now we have another new ability. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the map out real quick. So, like, we've already explored the Outpost ruins. And we got on the bridge. Let's see, Halia River. Scout's Hill. Scout Hill is probably some place that we want to go check out. Because again, Scout's Hill is probably where they kept an eye out for if something was coming to the outposts. And this is another little building here. It looks like right past where we were going to try and get up, see if there was another entryway possible into the Great Plateau, which with that building being there, it's possible that yes, there was another entry point in this area, and this building might have been somewhere where, you know, you could have, again, bought supplies or bought offerings to take up to the plateau, because again, the Eastern Abbey is like right here as well. Let's see, what other little ruins do we have? This leads over to the Hylia Bridge, and it looks like there might have been something there as well. Let's see, where else? Any other ruins that we can look for and explore? There might be some right there. Let's go ahead and mark everything with stamps, since we have more stamps than we do, you know, actual points of interest. So we'll delete this pin, since we already looked at that one. Alright, and yep, we've already explored the East Outpost ruins. Let's see, any other ruins to explore? There might be one here at this lake, so we'll put one there and see if there's anything of interest over there. There look to be some right here. Again, there's a lot of lakes around here, so it's possible that if this is some ruins, it might have just been like someone's house where they were fishermen and, you know, did a lot of the fishing for this area. Let's have a look. And of course, the peaks themselves have shrines on them. Here's some more possible ruins. And this is Kakariko Village, where we were told we should probably head to. So we'll get there eventually. They're not in ruins. So it will definitely, you know, be one of the places to stop at. Let's see. So yeah, this right here looks like it has a lot of ruins in it too, so we'll put someone there. So that looks like, at the moment, all possible ruins for this area that we will explore next time. So I want everyone to have a great day. Be safe, and we will talk to everyone again next time.